So I finally watched Superman, and let me just say this, I'm not watching it again. I was right. This movie was just not as good as people make it seem to be. This movie was okay, but it's not great. And I'm gonna get into it. It's gonna be a quick review, alright? Trust me. So I was going back and forth. I'm like, man, should I watch this movie? And I said, you know what, why not? Let's just get it over with. Let's just watch the movie. Superman. So I watched it on HBO Max. And I'll admit, there are some scenes in the movie that I liked. Majority of it, I was just like, nah. David Cornsweet, I thought he did a pretty good job. I think he did a really good job playing Superman, acting-wise. I still do not like the suit. The suit looks goofy, baggy. It's not the same. I don't care what anybody says. Henry Cavill, his suit is way better. Period. I prefer his suit, and overall, him as Superman is just better for me. I don't care what anybody says. Henry Cavill, Man of Steel, suit, everything, the music, I prefer that over this, okay? So, the flight scenes were cool, especially the scene where he's like fighting the monster, and he's like, hey buddy, eyes up here. That was cool. When he's flying to, let me see, the fight scene where he has his arms out like this, it looks stupid, but I was like, it's kind of cool. So I like the fight scenes. This movie just felt rushed, fast-paced, and it just felt like everything was just thrown in just to have a superhero movie. And I feel like there was like no story. And yeah, the story was Superman, fighting against Lex Luthor, but it's like, okay, why is Lex Luthor have so much hate towards, Superman, Clark Kent? Why is he doing this and that? Like, there's a story, but there's no story, if you know what I mean. It just feels rushed. It feels phoned in. Everything's happening all at once. And some of it doesn't make any sense to me. Metamorpho was okay. I like Mr. Terrific. He was funny. Guy Gardner was alright. I take that back. He was annoying. I didn't like him like that. Even though the actor that plays him looks like Pedro Pascal. Hot Girl, I didn't like her. And also, I did like the fact how he saved the squirrel. That was cool. I like that. And how he saved the girl from being attacked and from being hit. And then he saved the dog. And he wanted to save the giant monster. So I'll give him that. I did like that aspect of Superman. But overall, this movie was just not good to me. I'm so glad that I did not waste my money and my time to watch this movie in theaters. I am so glad. I waited basically until it came out on HBO Max to watch it. And even when it came out on Max, I was like, should I watch it? Because I didn't want to watch it. But I was bored, and I said, you know what, let's just get it over with. Let's just watch it and see what happens. And it turned out exactly the way I thought it would be. Trash. Alright? But it's not that bad. It's a 7 out of 10. And also his parents, Clark Kent parents, I thought they were, alright. A lot older, in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, again, I prefer Henry Cavill, and I prefer the guy who plays Superman and Lois, the show. Other than that, that's pretty much it. The only other characters I like besides I didn't like Superman, but he was okay. The only other characters that I like was Mr. Terrific and Lex Luthor. I like Lex Luthor. I thought he was pretty good, especially that one part where he's like, 1A, 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 1A. That was funny. The CGI was bad. It was goofy. I'm just like, okay, wait, what's going on here? This looks like a video game. I didn't like the CGI that much. There was some good music here and there, but the overall soundtrack is just trash compared to Man of Steel. I like Lois Lane. She's pretty accurate to the Lois Lane from the comics and from the Superman from the 70s. What's his name? I'm forgetting his name, but Christopher Reeves. Yeah, Christopher Reeves. She looks very similar to Lois Lane from those movies, so I liked her. So now it's like in this movie, the metahumans, they've been around for like what, 3,000 years or something like that. And then Superman, he's been in the public eye for about 3 years, so he's kind of, people are used to him. Bradley Cooper playing Jor-El, I don't see it. It didn't work for me. I know it's like, oh well, they're dead anyway. It doesn't really matter. No, it does matter. All right, I didn't like it. Russell Crowe was a pretty good Jor-El. The fight scene with the monster I thought was cool, but it's like it happened too fast. It was too rushed. It's like one shot is like the giant creature. The creature is small, right? They release it from the cage, and then it goes into the water, and then the guy is like, "Oh, it's kind of small." He said, "Don't worry, it'll get bigger." And then the next shot, it's Superman and the Justice gang fighting the giant monster. And it's like, it didn't make any sense to me. It's like, I don't know. Crypto was cool. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, overall, this movie was just rushed, fast-paced. There's no need for me to rewatch it ever again. Half the movie I was bored. This movie it's a very colorful movie. It's very colorful, very fun, but it's missing that it factor. You know what I'm saying? It's missing that. It's just missing that. And I know, like, people will say Superman isn't supposed to be so serious like Batman. That's why Henry Cavill got a lot of hate. That's why Man of Steel got a lot of hate. Look, there's a way you can do it. There's a way to balance it. You know, the silliness, the seriousness. This movie had more silliness than seriousness. Even when moments where it was supposed to be serious, it was still silly, and I didn't take it as serious. When Superman was mad at Lex Luthor and about crypto, he's like, "Where's the dog?" Like, it looked stupid to me. Like, why is he yelling like that? The part with the two countries fighting each other, clear as day. Clear as day. It's obviously what's going on in the Middle East. It's, Israel and Gaza. It's clear as day. Even the president looks just like you know who. And like, wow, it's like so in your face. And I know James Gunn said he wasn't trying to mimic that. Lies. It's lies. It looks exactly like that, okay? So yeah, they had that. I thought the Pocket Universe was kind of cool looking. Oh yeah, Peacemaker is in here as a short little cameo. By the way, I love Peacemaker. That's the only John Cena, James Gunn thing that I love is Peacemaker, and I just finished season 2. Hopefully they make a season 3 with the way it ended. I'm not excited for Supergirl, and yes, she is in the movie. She comes in all drunk and just, where's my dog? We got Crypto. Hey, cousin. Hey, Clark, Kal-El. And it's like, what? The Supergirl from the CW TV show is way better. Now, I'll admit, seasons 1 through 6, or seasons 1 through 8, I prefer more than the last couple seasons. It's been a while since I watched that show. It's been about like 2 years, I think. 2-3 years since I've seen Supergirl. And obviously, you know, Supergirl, she is Superman's older cousin. But the way they introduced her, I'm just like... And then he explains that she likes getting drunk off red suns from other planets. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. The other thing that doesn't make any sense, Metamorpho creates a sun, right? This big ball of light inside the prison, and no one's affected by it. No one is like going blind. People are just there, and it heals Superman. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, all right. Trying to think what else. But yeah, so I'm not really looking forward towards Man of Tomorrow, Superman 2. Not excited for it. Not excited for a Supergirl. I'm just not excited for this James Gunn DC universe. I do like Peacemaker. I like that. But other than that, nah, it ain't doing it for me. So overall, I'm giving this movie a solid 7 out of 10. 7, 8 out of 10, right in that ballpark. But yeah, there's no need to watch it again. Henry Cavill, Man of Steel, my favorite Superman. This, no. So yeah, that's my review. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. And I'll watch Supergirl. I will only watch Supergirl for Jason Momoa's version of Lobo, because I know he's playing Lobo in the movie and he looks just like the character, so I'll watch it for him. Other than that, I'm not excited for the movie. But yeah, guys, so I finally got myself to watch Superman. It is not great. It's okay, but it's not great, and it's not horrible either. And by the way, Ultraman, he's basically Superman's clone. That fight scene was okay, kind of goofy here and there. I think David Cornsweet as Superman with long hair would look really cool. Like him with a black suit, like as a evil Superman with a black suit, long hair, and a beard. I think he could pull it off and look really cool like that. But him wearing that suit, nah, it ain't doing it for me. It's too baggy, looks boring. It's just, nah. It's a bad suit. But yeah, so I'm giving this movie a 7 out of 10. It's okay. It is worth watching. 1A, 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 1A. I like that scene. I ain't gonna lie, I do like that scene. The only DC stuff I'm excited for moving forward is the Batman 2. That's it. The Batman movies are peak right now. They're pretty good, especially the last one that came out a couple years ago. I know Matt Reeves says he's not sure if he's going to continue the Batman series after the second one. He should, because this is the only thing DC related that is like great. I'll say that and Peacemaker are worth watching in my opinion. But other than that, this is not the same. It ain't the same. And yes, Zack Snyder's universe did have some ups and downs, but it had more good, I would say, than bad. I know people say, oh, it's so dark and depressing. I don't care. I prefer it way more than how DC is now. Okay? They just need to redo everything at this point. Start fresh all over again and just see what they can do. But yeah, as far as DC goes, the only thing I'm excited for is the Batman 2. It comes out in October, I think, 2027. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know they might have the Joker. I heard they might have Clayface. I know they're making a Clayface movie, and then I know they're adding a villain in the movie that has never been seen on screen. So that should be cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm only excited for the Batman. I'm only excited for the Batman. Superman, stupid man. Nah, I'm good. Alright guys, that's my review. If you enjoyed, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.